Hey guys, welcome back to markdillon.xxx. Alright, this is going to be a real quick video blog. I just have two simple questions. The first one is from Howie. He says, Mark, you always look great and you're so sweet on your video blogs. Thanks, Howie. I appreciate that. How much cardio do you include in your regular workout routine? Do you run? And if so, do you like it? Also, do you do any yoga? Alright, Howie, this is certainly going to be a case of do what I say and not what I do. First of all, I detest running. It bothers my knees, it bothers my back, so I don't run very often. When I do cardio, it's either on the elliptical or the stationary bike, or swimming. I really enjoy swimming, and that happens to be great cardio, and you also get the added benefit of the resistance of the water, which helps with toning the muscles and all of that. So I try to sneak cardio in throughout the course of my day as well. For example, if I'm going somewhere and I have the option to walk, I'll always walk rather than take a taxi or drive or take the subway or anything like that. So I sneak cardio in through my day where I can, and I think that helps keep me from having to have like an hour on the treadmill or an hour on the bike. What I do advise people to do is at the beginning of the workout, you can do 15 or 20 minutes on the treadmill or the elliptical, whatever you want, to warm up, loosen up the muscles, raise the body temperature, and kind of prime yourself for your workout. So a good 15 to 20 minutes at the start of your workout. Then at the end of your workout, just as part of your cool down, you can get on the treadmill or the bike, whatever you want, and do another 15 or 20 minutes. To loosen up, stretch the muscles out, and cool down. So I think, in my opinion at least, I would rather break my cardio up at the beginning of the workout and at the end than to do a solid hour on the treadmill or the bike, whatever you want to do. And that's usually my advice, unless it's for somebody who really loves to run or do their cardio, in which case, have at it, put your headphones on, stay on the treadmill for an hour. But most of my friends really don't like doing cardio, so we tend to try to break it up as much as we can. But it's very important to do some cardio, whether it be an intense cardio session that takes up your entire workout, or you're just finding little ways throughout the course of your day to put it in. Excuse me. It's very important for your overall health, your cardiovascular health, and in terms of your appearance. I mean, it doesn't do any good to get into the gym and build up all this wonderful muscle and not be able to show it off. And that's where the cardio and to a certain aspect the diet comes into play, helping keep you lean, helping stay ripped and all of that. So whether you like the cardio or not, I happen to not like it. I consider it a necessary evil. So I sneak it in where I can. And that's usually my advice for people who have trouble making themselves do cardio. Walk when you can, take the stairs when you can, and use it as your warm-up and your cool-down for your normal workouts. And another thing you can do is, if you decrease the rest periods and the breaks between your sets when you're working out, and you work out at a faster pace, you do get the benefit of some cardio there by keeping your heart rate elevated and all of that, which is what I tend to do. I have very little rest in between my sets, so usually even through the course of a normal workout for me, my heart rate is always elevated and I feel like I'm getting some cardio. Alright, Howie, I hope that helps. As far as the yoga, no, I've never done yoga, and I suspect that if I try, I'll be stuck in whatever position I attempt. So it looks interesting, but I am just not very flexible. Alright, Howie, thank you. Thanks for the question. I appreciate it. And the next question is in relation to a comment that I got on Twitter. Somebody had asked me to give them advice on rimming. I don't know that I have any great advice on rimming, because everybody has their own personal preference for what they like. What I can tell you is, in terms of my own preference, I hate when a guy gets down there and goes to town like the Tasmanian devil, and he's, shoving his face in there, and to me that does not feel good. I like a guy who really knows how to use his tongue to get in there very gently and lick, and you get the sensation of the tongue flickering around and all of that good stuff. But I really don't like somebody sticking their face down there and going to town like the Tasmanian devil. To me, that doesn't feel good. A lot of times guys have a little bit of scruff from shaving, which really makes it very very uncomfortable. So my advice in terms of my own personal preference is, when you're rimming somebody, be patient, use your tongue, be gentle, try to create maximum sensation, and don't try to, bury yourself in between their cheeks. Some guys may like that, but I certainly prefer kind of the more gentle side of it, where I can really, really feel the guy's tongue moving around, and I think it feels so much better for a guy just to spread the cheeks and very gently lick on the hole. But that's, to each his own. So if somebody likes their butt being being ravaged and ravished and all of that, then go to town on it. But that's just my opinion on on rimming. Be gentle and try to create the maximum amount of sensation you can with your tongue. So, all right, guys, I think I'm headed down to do probably 30 minutes on the elliptical. Hope you guys have a great night. Thanks again for visiting markdillon.xxx. Y'all be good.